Okay, now this video is for staff members at C&M. What this is going to do is it's going to show you how these carts are loaded, what's on them, how to follow the markings, so you'll know exactly what to do. And if you follow these carts, it makes it so easy to do. This is cart A. All carts have a letter. A, B, C, D, E, and F, okay? Now, this is A. And there's a lot going on A. As you look, see A6 and A0. A0's on the bottom, it's tattoos. A6 is balloons. You come over here, A1's all your balls and all that. A7's your clothespins. Now let me show you a secret. Walk around here for a minute. It's a lot easier to load and unload this stuff from back here because that board's in the way, but you can load it and unload it from the back side without no problem. Let's go back around here. All right, if you look, there's a lot going on here. You got your red round tables. You'll see what these are. These are your stands for your booths that you put the wings on. You'll see what they are in a little bit. This is your face paint, spin art cards. These are your clamps that holds your fronts on. You'll see what they are. Here's your string that holds up for your stuffed animals. Your string goes up and your clothespins go on there, and that's what holds up your animals. Now, on the bottom here are your poles, and this is the starting of your game booths. And we're going to show you a cluster in a minute, what it looks like. But here's your booth poles. There's 3 different types, and you're going to see that when we do the booths. You got them. The ones that's got the, let's see if I can get one out here. It's got the ring on them, that's your legs. 4 to a booth, that's your legs. Then you've got black and white, and they've got black paint on them. See that black right there? Black, that's got white on it. Yeah, those are, and you'll see what they do in a little bit when we put up a booth, okay? But these are your poles. All right, now we're gonna skip right down here to D while we're talking about the booth. Okay, here's your corners in this one. These are your corners for your booth. Here's your halos for your booth that go on top. You're gonna see what they are in a little bit. Here's your halos. This is your front rods here with this painted white on the end. This is what holds. You'll see what they are when we put the booth together. This is your fronts. You'll see what they are when we assemble a booth, and your tops. They go in here. Now let's go back to this. This is B. This is your game booth cart. Now, we've got labor groups that help us do this, but they're not even going to try to put this back together. What they're going to do is they're going to bring this stuff and set it up on the ground against this cart, and you're going to put the stuff on this cart because there's only one way to do it. There's one way it's got to go, and I'm fixing to show you what it is. First of all, you got this strap, and it latches on the other side, so let's go over there. The strap right here. Now I'm gonna take it off because I want to show you what's in here, in the duck pond. So if you don't know how to do this, shine it right here and let me see. Okay, look, here's all you do. See that little latch right there? Pull it. And then you just pull it like that, and it'll release it. Unhook it right here, and you leave it hooked up over here. Now, 2 things we want to talk about. One, make sure that this long green, this is the long, there's 2 green boxes, the long one and the short one. This is the long one. Make sure it sits right here on top of these tables. That's where it goes. And make sure that this strap don't go out here. It goes here. And that holds it in place, okay? All right, now, let's look at this duck pond because there's a lot of stuff in it. Can you get that in? And yep. Just set it on the ground, and we're gonna leave it on the ground. Okay, now, first thing to look at, there's your ducks for your duck pond. See the little ducks? And see this milk crate, it fits in there sideways. See how it does? Okay, there's your ducks. Now here's your other milk crate. Now what this does, these two milk crates turn upside down when you're running it, and that's what your duck pond sits on. There's your small box. I told you there was two big ones, a big one and a little one. There's a little one. And you got two of your Coke bottles here for the ring toss. And you got this bad boy here. Let me get this out. This is your lily pad. You'll see what it is. It goes with your leapfrog. I'll show you. All right, and this goes right back in there like that. And that's what goes in there, okay? Your duck pond.
Let me show the Coca-Cola.
It's in here too. It's a little blue pump. You'll see it. It's up under there. Let me get it out so they can see it. Here we go. There's your duck pond pump right there. That's what makes the water swirl in there. Okay? And that's all that goes in there, but that's how it goes.
And these are in there.
Ain't got none of that but them two. Coke bottles. All right. Get in. Anyway, it goes there. Just two hands to put it there. There it is. I just couldn't do it with one hand. Okay, now, also on this cart, this is your ball drop. That's your milk can. That's your leapfrog launcher. You're going to see what all this is. And that's your tables, okay? These are what you call your TV tables. All right, walk around here. I might take a break in a minute. Here's what you got. These are two toss games that you'll see. We're gonna pull them out. And this goes with the milk can. It's the net that goes around it so when they throw the balls and miss, it won't roll a million miles away, okay? And they're not gonna put any of this back on here. These things here, you don't load them from the top. You load them from this end right here. They go right up in there. They'll slide right up in there so you got some play. They'll slide right up in there. That's the way they go. What?
Green box.
Oh, all you do is just take it down. It ain't no problem.
And that's for?
That's for your two Coke bottles. That's what your Coke bottles sit in for the ring toss. The other small one's for the dice. Okay, cut it off now. Okay, as I said in part one, this is a game booth cart. And the reason why we call it the game booth cart is because look, it's full of game booths. Parts, it's games, okay? There's 8 games on here. There's 2 of these toss games. This is the box that the 2 Coke ring tosses go in. That's 3 games. You got the leapfrogs 4, milk cans 5, ball drops 6. You've got the duck pond is 7, and the dice game with the little box here, it's in here, is 8. So there's your 8 games, okay? That's why we call it the game booth. Now let's walk down here. There's 2 more games. Every fun day has 10 games, okay? Here are the other 2. You got the roulette wheel and the
that's the roulette wheel right there.
Basket toss. See that?
That's the basket toss.
That's your basket toss. And I'm gonna leave this out for now. This goes right over the basket toss to protect it. That's where it goes, okay? Now, that way can't nothing get to it. All right, now walk around back here. And let me show you, this is a little, here's how it goes, here's how it goes on here. As you can see, both of these have 3 legs. 3 legs, and there's 3 holes here. The basket toss goes on this one on the right. The roulette wheel goes on this one on the left. That's a spare hole. It don't mean nothing. Here's your 3 holes. Here's your 3 holes. And that's where they go. They just slide right down in there. You load them from the back like this and slide them right down in there.
Do that again.
You load them from the back right here and slide them right down in there. That's how you do it. Okay, and that's your 10 games. Now, let's go back over here and pick up where we left off. Here is cart number C. Right now, the generators are at the shop getting tuned up, but 3 generators go here. This is cart C. 3 generators go here. Here's your sawhorses. You'll see what they do. Here's your milk crate. Now look how it's loaded. You load your sawhorses first, like this, with your top of them up here and your legs down here. See there?
Kind of on the side.
All right, and then
side.
once there's 8 of them here. Once you get 8, you put 3 milk crates in there. Okay? And then you load them and you put 2 milk crates in it.
So you load down this way.
That's right. Same thing. All of them headed this way. And then here's your drop cords. And again, this is your generators. That's what goes on here.
Generators down
See
there.
how simple it loads? That's the way you want to load it back. Okay? Now, let's move down.
This is C.
Part D. Okay? Now, we already showed you the corners, the halos, and your white rods that with the white tips to hold the fronts, and your fronts go here and your tops go here. The only thing I didn't tell you, here's your 4-foot table. There's 7 of them that go here. But you put your rods in first, and then your tables just go right on top of the rods. Ain't gonna hurt a thing in the world. You just put them in, and look, you put them over the top like this. Your tables go right
Here's
over
the
the top.
rods.
Stand them up
Slide
over the
in.
top.
And
Over
then
the top like this, stand them up straight, okay? All right, moving right along. E, cart E here, is your concessions cart. You've got your popcorn, your cotton candy, your snow cone, your spin art, and up under it here is everything that you use to run it with. Now these 2 things of flavor call won't be there. They'll be inside the popcorn machine. They go inside the popcorn machine. But see, E9, E8, E7, E6, and E5. And these are different things. You'll see what they are. The bottom one's snow cone cups. That's cotton candy cones, and the holder part, that's snow cone juice, and that's cotton candy sugar, and I think some snow cone stuff, and I don't know what E9 is. Let me see. I don't remember.
it's
That's your
paint.
popcorn bags and your spin art paint. So there's all kind of stuff here.
The popcorn bags
Go inside
the popcorn machine, and this
Okay.
too. We
Okay.
had to change out. We got a new
Yeah.
popcorn machine.
That's a new popcorn machine.
E9
anyway.
is paint. E8 is cotton candy mix. E7 is snow cone mix. E5 is for
Cotton candy. That's
cotton candy, the
cones in the
cones, and
dispenser.
E6 is for the snow cone
Correct.
cones.
Got it? Okay, now, this is F. We hadn't put it on there yet, but this is card F. This is what we call our novelty card. Now, here's what you need to know about it. If you need, this is cornhole. It'll slide right out. That's Jenga. It'll slide right out. But that's all it'll slide out. This is the balls for the roller bowler and stuff in here, and here's the sandbags for the cornhole, and you got some balls there, softballs for this sidewinder. But here's what I'm telling you. If you need any of this, there's the roller bowler under that, the bowling ball rolls down. Here's the sidewinder that the softball rolls down. And then here's your bingo cards. And here's a game called Crazy Quarters. This is shuffleboard. If you need the shuffleboard or anything above it, or that football game or that color board, this, if you look, this right here, this shelf lifts off. It's not, once you take the sidewinder and the roller bowler off, this will lift right off, and you stand them up back here out of the way. And then if you need the football game or the color board down there on the end, you got to take this stuff out. Now this shelf don't slide off, but when you get this stuff out, you can get that out. Okay, that's what you have to do. It's not heavy. But anyway, that's how this whole novelty cart loads. And look at this right here. It sits down. See how this edge comes over this edge? It does the same thing on the back side. This shuffleboard will fit in between this one and the other one over there. And it's got to be just like it is there. Okay? And that's the way it goes, okay? All right, that's all of it. That's your carts. That's how they load. If you have any question, go back to your video and it'll show you how. But this is the way they are, okay? All right. Okay, one thing that's very important here when you load this is this. See this sidewinder? See that board right there? It's got to go up under this roller bowler. It's got to go up under there. These two won't fit on this shelf. It's got to slide up under here, okay? And see your table here? It can't be that way. It's got to be this way, like it is, okay? That's the two things you got to know about these two things here, is that it's got to be sideways like that, and this has got to ride up on this right here.
It's got to be under there. This has got to ride on top.
See it?
Of this. And he's talking about this has got to be
like it is.
Down.
Yeah, it's got to be, let me get right here. It's got to be like this. It can't be the other way, like that. It can't be that way, it won't work. It's got to be this way. Right here, it's got to be, that's how it's got to be. Okay? Now, pause it for a minute and we're going to show them something on this thing here.
And the head of the snake has to be down here.
Yeah, and both of them have to be up here together. The tall end, the steering wheel's up here, and the tall end's up here there. It's got to be that way or it won't fit. Okay? That's how it works. Okay, as we told you, this shelf slides off. It goes right here. Dee Dee and I have taken it off. These two sit right on it, okay? Now, and it goes right over here and over there, just like we showed you. It slides right off.
Goes on top of here.
Right over here and right over here. It slides right over. All right, now let's concentrate on this bad boy. Look at it for a minute. See these two things here? They're wider than this. So what it has to do is it has to sit down like that to where both of them hang down on each side. That's how it goes. You can see this one's right here, that one's over there. Now here, let Dee Dee get you that so you can see it.
I guess it's back in there. It's over that.
Okay, now there's one more thing. Let me show you what it is when she gets done.
Okay.
One more thing. Here it is. Look right here. Come around here, Dee. There's a piece of plexiglass. Come around here. Now there's a piece of plexiglass right here. What it does is it slides in this little track right here, and it goes in and out of that track. You got to have that to play the game, okay? But once it's over with, you take this and you put it right on top of that piece of wood, under the track, just like that right there. You slide it right in there, all the way, and you let it drop down and catch right there. And that way it'll protect it. That's what that board's for. It keeps it from coming out of there. Okay?
Okay, cool. I didn't see that.
And this sits down. Just like that. And that's it. All right, now, here's what I want you to do. Now that you've seen all about the booth, the next video I want you to watch is the booth assembly video. Now that you're done with this video, there's 3 parts to this part. I want you to go to the booth assembly video so you can see exactly how a game booth is put together and a game booth cluster is put together, okay? Okay, that's good.